Yeah, my grandma was mostly a cleaner, but she sewed in her free time and she's knitted and all that. So she's made me a lot of stuff and I learned sewing and embroidery from her. I remember she grabbed the laundry basket, which was made out of fabric, and decided that was the perfect place to teach me embroidery. And so we embroidered roses onto it. Yeah, I enjoy it. I'm not the best at it, but it's nice. I gravitate more towards yarn. She tried to teach me how to crochet, but I kind of just did my own thing, and it ended up working out. So we do it in completely different ways. But we usually during the summer, I'll sit down and watch the telenovela with them, and just be there with my yarn, and she'll be there with hers, and we'll both be making something. She's also self-taught, so we're both kind of self-taught ourselves, and we hold the hook and the yarn in very different ways. She'll be crocheting, she'll have the hook, and then she'll have the yarn around her neck so she doesn't get it tangled. And I personally don't like the feeling of it going across my neck, so I just don't do it. It was me and my friend because we were both working on this business together, and we went to a charity shop not far away from here. Because the whole idea of my business was to use recycled materials, I went to charity shops, I got stuff from them, and then that way I was contributing to charity while also recycling the material. So we asked her if they had any spare stuff, and they were like, yeah, we have this box of stuff that nobody's buying. And seeing as I go there regularly, she offered to give it to me for free, and I was like, no, I'll pay. So I paid €5, I think, for a huge box of fabric, and this was in it, one of the sweaters, and I made a little template out of paper, and then I cut it out, and I went and I hand sewed all of these bags. And this is the only one I stayed with. It's kind of falling apart now because it was one of my first ones, so the sewing wasn't done as well as it should have been. But yeah, so I spent a day working on this one because I was learning how to get around it. I used the entire thing. So this is kind of the main body of the jumper, and then I used the sleeves to make this. And then I had to sew it a rectangle together and then flip it inside out so it would be all nice and pretty. But it's kind of unsewing at the seams now. I need to fix it. I've always been very attached to this bag because it was one of my first ones, but hearing other people's stories, somebody brought in something from their grandfather that passed, and I was like, that's really, really sweet. It was really nice to hear about how just a piece of fabric can have so much memories and can hold such a deep meaning to somebody, because you wouldn't normally think that.